Welcome to CCS 098. My name is Tracy Dotson and I'll be your instructor for this semester. In this video, I am going to go over the course syllabus for week 1 of this semester. You will have a quiz over the syllabus, so as we go through, I will highlight the parts that you will need to know for the quiz, and then we will also go over COBRA and the different areas that you'll need to know to use it this semester. I may have to break this video up into multiple videos to get everything done. So this is our home page on COBRA. Make sure that you're clicking on CCS 098. If you're in an English class, that's where you write essays. Here we're talking about comprehension skills in this class. This is our home page where you will see the announcements. These will be reminders or anything important things that you need to know, or if I have to cancel office hours or something like that, I'll post here. Below the announcement section are other little tabs. So here is the calendar. So you can click on calendar here, or you can click on calendar up in the tabs to go directly to it. Here's my instructor information, my contact with email. Here's some Parkland news, library resources, withdrawal dates, and then below is the general college syllabus, and this has all kinds of important information. They do tell you in the yellow box here that yes, some of the offices are open, but mostly they're doing the services remotely for students. They would ask you to first call the office before going there. Alright, so to get to our syllabus, you want to go up to the Content tab, and then you want to click on Overview, the first thing on the left. And it is right here. And you can look at it here on this page, but if you have Microsoft Word already on your computer, you can go below it and click on Download, and you can download the syllabus. Any Word document or PowerPoint that I put up on COBRA, you can always scroll to the bottom of it and you can download it to your computer. When you download it, it will actually pop up with a yellow bar, and then there'll be a button that says Enable Editing. You want to click Enable Editing, and then you can actually type on that document. So this is our syllabus quiz, and syllabus for this semester, and like I said, there will be a syllabus quiz to go over. This is 14 pages. I do not expect you to remember all 14 pages of this document, so I will highlight as we go through the important things that you'll need to know. So first up, I have my contact information. My name is Tracy Dotson. You can call me Miss Tracy, or Miss Dotson, or Tracy. Either one is fine. And then I go by the pronouns she and her. So there is an assignment that will be due by noon of Friday during week 1, so that's September 18th. In that, it asks just general getting to know you type questions, and one of those questions is what pronouns would you like to be addressed with. Okay, so is it she, he, it, they, them, anything, any way that you address yourself? Please let me know so I can do that correctly. My office is in C230. Because most of this is going to be online, I'm not really going to be on campus that much. My office hours are going to be online, and so I'll be at my computer Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you can send me an email from your Parkland email account to my email address with any questions. Okay, and make sure that you're using your Parkland email account. That is important. We have something called FERPA, which requires us to only talk to you about your education here, your grades, things like that. And so in order to assure that we are talking to who we're supposed to be talking to, you need to use your Parkland email account. Don't use your Gmail, your Yahoo, Hotmail, or Outlook. Okay? If you think that email isn't working, you want to have a conversation with me, feel free to send me your phone number and we can talk on the phone, or I do have a Zoom account. We can do a video chat. Personal Zoom accounts are easy to set up and are free, or we have Teams, which is also a video chat tool through our Outlook email for Parkland. So any of those ways will work. I have been put on a committee this semester, and so some of those meetings might actually be during 1 or 2 office hours, and I will make an announcement up on Cobra when I can't be available during that office hour. But go ahead, send me the email, and I'll respond to it as soon as possible. I do have a mailbox, but again, we're really not going to be on campus, but here's the information for it. If you have something that you need to turn in, like a physical copy of something that for whatever reason you need to turn in to me, please email me and say, hey, I've dropped something off at your mailbox. Otherwise, I won't know to go check it. Here is my email address. Another thing to know is you don't email me on Cobra. If we take a look here at Cobra, there's messaging tools up here at the top. Do not use them to contact me because they don't always notify me when you have sent me a message. That's why email is the best way. I have the Outlook app on my phone. I would highly suggest you put it on your phone, your device. It'll be the quickest way to contact me. Alrighty, I think that is it for the questions in that section for the quiz. Alright, next we have our course information. So this is a hybrid class. It's supposed to meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 10:40 a.m. in room X324. Now, hybrid means that 50% or more of this class is going to be completed online. Okay? And so it's going to have very limited face-to-face instruction. Okay? We're still in a pandemic, so we're trying to be as safe as possible. So for this semester, just all of our material, except if it's in the textbook, it's going to be online. Okay, you're going to submit your assignments, do your tests, do your midterm and final exam all online. So pretty much just get into the habit of thinking of this class as an online class. Now, because it's hybrid, the administration says you have to meet a very limited amount of time on campus. And so the minimum that we have to actually meet is 1 day, and we would meet the requirements. So as of right now, I have us meeting on Tuesday, October 20th and Thursday, October 22nd. Now, you are not going to meet both of those days. What I'm going to do is divide the class into Group A and Group B. I will email you before these dates which group you are in. Okay, so Group A is going to be about 10 students. You will meet on class on Tuesday, October 20th. And then Group B, the rest of the students in class, you will come to class on Thursday, October 22nd. That way, we're able to social distance as much as we can. Make sure to bring your mask. Masks will be worn during the entire class time. They are required, no exceptions. If you think, hey, I'm going to come with no mask, you're going to get kicked out. Okay? Now, that all could change. Things could get worse, and they may say, you know, in the beginning of October, hey, we have to go all online. Then this is wiped out. This doesn't matter anymore. Okay? So make sure that you keep up with any emails or announcements that I post up on Cobra, as well as any emails that you get from Parkland College. Required textbooks. I've had a few of you email me about this. Our required textbook is called Critical Comprehension Skills 1. You have to have the textbook in order to pass this course, okay? It is kind of expensive. I want to say it's between $70 and $80. It could be a lot worse. The actual textbook is huge. It has a lot of chapters in it. And the teachers at Parkland went to the publisher and said, hey, we don't use this entire textbook. Could you just pull out the chapters that we really want? And they said, sure. So when you get this textbook, it's going to be all wrapped up in plastic. It's going to be 3-hole punched. So make sure you get yourself a binder to put your textbook in. It's going to keep you as organized as possible. Okay? And the only place you can purchase this textbook is with Parkland Bookstore. Okay? So you can give them a call. You'll probably have to order it online. However, there is also a copy of this textbook on reserve at the library. Okay, now the library has some restrictions about going in there for the reserve books. Here is their phone number if you want to call them to get more precise instructions. But below, this is what they've put on their website. So if you need to get scan copies of the textbook. You need to, from your Parkland email account, email the Parkland Library here requesting that you have a textbook on reserve that you need scanned pages from. Okay? Then you need to give them the course name and number, which for us it's CCS 098 to section 204H. The title of the book, Critical Comprehension Skills 1, it is a packet and a binder. And then you need to give them the chapter or page numbers. Now below here is the chapters that you will need along with the page numbers. This is how it appears in the packet. Okay, so in week 1 we're going to do chapter 10. Don't go towards the back for chapter 10. It's the first chapter in the book. Okay, so don't let that confuse you. Chapter 10 pages I have actually already scanned, and they are going to be up on Cobra in week 1. Okay, so there's no need to contact the library to get those scanned pages. I will have those scanned for you. Okay, then we're going to go over chapter 3 and chapter 4, and then it's going to be midterm. Okay, so the first 3 chapters for the first half of the semester, we're going to go over chapter 10, 3, and 4. Okay, if you think you can't purchase the textbook, then you will need to go to the library and get the pages for chapter 3 and 4. That will be before midterm, and midterm for us is October 30th. Okay, after midterm we will go over chapters 5, 6, and 7, and here's the page numbers for those. Okay, so make sure you either purchase the book or you get those scanned copies from the library. Other material that you'll need a notebook, a folder, definitely a binder to keep your textbook stuff in, something to write with obviously. Since we're hybrid class, you'll definitely need a computer access outside of class. Either you get your own computer or you have someone else's that you can use. You can check with the library. They can check out certain computers and things like that to you. They've got a lot of technology that they can have you borrow. And so definitely feel free to call the library and see what you can get from them. And then definitely have a USB drive, one of those little sticks, the flash drives, to save your work. All right, laptops, computers crash, so you need to save your work in multiple places. Alright, I am going to end this video here, and then we will pick up with the rest of the syllabus in video number 2.